So for today, I have, of course, I want to share with you what Chatime is all about, what is our franchise value proposition, and of course, deep dive on the services and products that we offer. So before I go to that, let me just give you a quick background of what Chatime is all about. So the term actually loosely translated into tea time. So for the past couple of years, Chatime has been expanding, and right now we have 2,000. We have presence in 2,500 locations around the globe. And in the Philippines, actually, we opened our first store in 2011. So since then, we've been trying to expand our business, and that's why we're here with you franchise. We're partnering with you franchise, Philippine Franchise Association, as well as other strategic partners to grow the business even further. Okay, just a quick run through of some of the awards or citations we received. If you notice there, we got a lot of awards related to franchising in 2019 because that was the year where we opened ourselves to franchisees. You know, of course, just like what we've always what we always hear, 90% of the time it's really copy pasting the proven operations of a successful brand. So we just wanted to make sure that the systems that we have, the marketing plans that we have, the strategies that we have are strong enough so that other people, other entrepreneurs will be successful the moment they franchise Chatime. Again, it's a global brand present in over 2,500 locations nationwide. In the Philippines, the coverage is Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Right now, our stores, our store count is 148 stores. So the goal is to be able to open 200 stores by this year, and 500 stores in 2025. And hopefully, through the partnerships that we have with you guys as well, we'll be able to achieve this target. So just to share, we are also affiliated with French Baker, Lartisan, and Mazendo. The owners or the master franchisor of Chatime Philippines are the same owners of those brands. Okay, here's a quick walkthrough of our Chatime menu. So compared to other milk tea brands, Chatime is actually known for the classics. No? So when you go to our store, the first thing that we usually offer to you is our bestseller, which is the pearl milk tea. Now, 60% of our revenue still comes from the milk tea category, followed by different offerings such as chocolate, our cream cheese series, which is very popular in the Philippines, and brown sugar series. So if you compare, or if you've tried visiting other Chatime locations outside the Philippines, you'll notice the difference. With our menu, our offering is more sweet compared to them. Na medyo mas they're more fond of sour drinks. Sa atin matatamis. I think that's the flavor profile of the Filipinos. Although we have a standard menu, they also give us the liberty to create our own drinks. So in terms of franchise format or store format, we actually have two formats. The first one is an inline full store format. This is where you have your own seating, more seating. You have your own windows, walls. No? So basically, restaurant type siya. And usually, this is 40 to 60 square meters. Right now, we only recommend this for mostly in provinces, because the behavior of customers in provinces that they can lounge around for a longer time compared to the people here in Manila or in CBDs. No? So, yung ating mga customers in provinces, they can offer 2 or 3 times at one visit. So we really recommend our provincial stores to have seating. capacity. Next format is a pop-up store. This is usually situated in Manila or CBDs where people are really grab and go. And for example, in Manila, we're so used to ordering through Grab and Food Panda. So there's really not much of a need to plan for a huge seating capacity. So in the pop-up store format, usually the square meters is 20 to 30 square meters. And the reason being is because 10 square meters is already allotted for the drink preparation of our baristas. So that's really the minimum, at least 20 square meters. I know that a lot of milk tea brands have been opening in the country. Actually, even community brands. No, so what makes us different? Why do you have to choose Chatime over all of these milk tea and other beverage company? First one, we'd like to say that all of our natural ingredients are sourced from Nan Tou, Taiwan. We also have a unique method of infusing and blending tea. So if you go to our stores, makikita ninyo at the back or on the walls, merong nakalagay dyan, shaken, not stirred. Because with Chatime, the method of infusing and blending tea is manual shaking. So makikita niyo talaga yung mga barista natin. They shake the tea to make sure that it's blended well. And as moving forward, as I said earlier, we're also continuously developing or innovating the tea beverages that we have. So we try to come up with seasonal drinks based on the customer flavor profile that we have. Next, with Chatime, of course, you can customize your drink. You can choose your topping. You can also choose the level of sugar and ice options. And lastly, we'd like to uniquely separate ourselves from the competition by giving good or exceptional customer service. Okay, in terms of franchise package, so regardless of store format, what we usually say, the minimum investment to put up a Chatime store is 5 million pesos. So for a pop-up store with, let's say, 30 square meters, the range would be 4 to 5 million. And for inline store, the investment is 5 to 6 million. Again, the investment depends on how big the space or how big the store is. And when it comes to franchise fee for Metro Manila, not including tax, the fee is 300,000. Any location here in Manila or driving distance within Metro Manila is 300,000, while 500,000 pesos naman per provincial locations. This is because of logistics that our people will really go to your location, to Ocular, to check if that's really a viable location for a Chatime store. Royalty fee is 3.25% of quarterly sales. Term is 3 plus 3 years, so total of 6 years. We don't collect another franchise fee when we renew your contract, but what we do is we sit down, we discuss about your business, we check the store if there's a need for minor or major renovation. Other than that, we don't collect another fee. In terms of projection of ROI, the ROI is projected to achieve or receive within the 3 years or the first 3 years of being a franchisee. Right now, or previously with our other franchisees, they're able to reach or hit their ROI in less than 3 years. But of course, with pandemic, it can be slowed down, though we're still very happy that the sales and the reception of our customers are pretty strong still. So what are included? What are the inclusions of the franchise package? Definitely franchise fee, machine and equipment, the plans and design, POS, initial inventory, product security bond. So product security bond, let me just add, we will also collect another 300,000 for product security bond. In terms of machine and equipment, our equipment or machines also comes from Taiwan. The plans, we have our own architect, we have third-party firms to help us with the design. Now, in terms of contractors. We're open to your contractors. If you have any existing contractors, all you need to do is to have that accredited by the company. Okay, just a few more. In terms of training, we train all baristas. We have virtual and on-floor trainings, but the hiring will be done by the franchisee. So that's it. I hope that you are interested and you're open to explore more. Our packages our plans again is dependent on the store and the overall investment. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you also, Miss Jen. So let's go now to the questions if you're ready. Question is about profit margin per item. No, what will be our average profit margin per cup?
Okay. In terms of net profit, our net profit is 20%. 20% of the investment. But now per cup, usually it's 20 pesos. 10 to 20 pesos. It really depends. It's a bit hard to say when it comes to profit per cup. So we look at it more of as the total investment or operation. So that's 20% margin.
So do you offer any installments or like is there a financing scheme that they can do to afford a Chatime franchise?
Okay. So the first one I would say right now we are in partnership with BPI, BPI X Ignite campaign. So if there's a need for funding for installment or support financially, I would suggest to check BPI or course through us. Maybe I can give you the point of contact that we have for BPI for financial assistance. Now, as a company right now, we offer franchise incentives. So let's say you're able to open within the timeline that we've agreed on and there's still available slots. The franchise incentive is equivalent to 3 years worth of cashback for stocks. So every month you'll get 30 to 32,000 worth of stocks para lang subsidy or parang help lang to the franchises. So that's good for 3 years.
Okay. Do you have a minimum Chatime branch per area po? For example, in a mall, how many branches daw po yung allowed?
We don't actually, but we're based on the radius or the kilometers distance from one store to another. Right now, you can open as long as it's 2 kilometers apart.
Okay.
And we also have a first touch basis. So in case there's already a different franchisee in a mall, we have to, of course, get the consent of the first franchisee before we open another slot for a different franchise.
Question, ma'am, about average daily sales. Can you share with us an average daily sale for a mall located out branch and one that is outside a mall?
I think I would rather give you a number based on location because the difference between a mall and a non-mall location within Manila versus within in a province is a bit different talaga. So surprisingly, our top selling stores are in province. So magkaiba talaga siya. So I would say the average across naman all stores is about 18,000 per day. That's at least for a pop-up store, but the max usually or pre-pandemic, we've experienced 50,000 per day of sales.
Ma'am, sorry, question again about the 4M capital. Is it it will all in na daw po ba yun? Will it also include working capital nila once they are already operating?
No, not yet. That's really just the base investment for equipment, for the store construction, for the training, pero yung mga initial stuff that's on top of it pa. So the safest talaga I would say would be 5 to 4.5 to 5.5 million.
How do you, sige po, this is a very specific question about may inconsistency of foot traffic because it's a, let's say, it's a golf club. Do you approve daw po ba yung ganyan na hindi siya open in 7 days in a week?
In terms of location, what we look for is are number one, if there's at least 100,000 foot traffic. Second, the demographics kasi of our customers are young professionals. So usually it works, or a location is good if there are offices around the space.
Mm-mm.
Combination of school, supermarket, and church. And right now residential. So if you can calculate at least 100,000 foot traffic, then that's a good
Mhm.
place for you.
Do you have pre-approved locations po ba, Miss Jen, that you can offer franchise applicants, or they really have to find a location for them?
We have very few locations available, but our suggestion is really to look for a space near you, because one of our requirements as well, it should be a driving distance from the domicile of the franchisee, just so we're assured that you can go there almost every
Mm-mm.
week to check on the operations. But we have a very short list lang right now,
Mm-mm.
Belle.
Okay. So, Miss Jen, thank you for your time, and
Thank
always
you
happy
so
to see you
much.